Today we have quite a bit of new cards that were dropped, being the brand new Synchro Rumble. We have new TG support, and we have the Armored archetype. So let's get into it. First off, we have Synchro Rumble. You can only activate one card with this card name once per turn. Target one tuner or one level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster from your graveyard. Or special summon it in defense position. Also, you can have special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except synchro monsters. If Crimson Dragon and or a level 8 or 7 dragon synchro monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This is actually a very nice card, a monster reborn that is searchable with thrust, or even things that state Crimson Dragon in its text. After that, we have the TG support, and there is a lot of cards here, so let's get into it. First off, we have a brand new level 1 monster, which is Fire Pyro effect, 600 attack, 600 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You contribute one TG monster, special summon one TG monster with the different original name from your deck. If you control TG monster, you can target one level 4 or lower TG monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position, but its effects are negated. So let me get this straight. You have 2 TGs on the field. You activate this effect, tribute 1, and then you can summon back the one that you just tributed. Nice. We have TG Mighty T Striker. It's a level 2 Earth Warrior Synchro Tuner effect, 1800 attack, 0 defense, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. Well, you're only using 2 cards for this, so if this card is synchro summoned, you can add 1 TG spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. That's honestly useful. Once per opponent's main phase, you could quick effect immediately after this card resolves, synchro summon using monsters you control as material, including this card. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can send 1 TG card from your deck to the graveyard. This card is actually very good. Being a synchro tuner, level 2 is awkward though, but it gets you a spell or trap card from your deck. I really like this card. Then we have TG Over Dragon. Level 5 Dark Dragon Synchro effect, 2100 attack, 1900 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon any number of TG monsters from your graveyard in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except TG monsters. They just gave TG as Soul Charge. That's fine. If this card on the field is destroyed, draw 1. So we could easily go into Trident Launcher with that and this. That's pretty nice. Rocket Salamander, these are very good cards. We have TG Glaive Blaster. Level 12 Earth Machine Synchro effect. 4000 attack, 4000 defense. Target or takes 1 tuner synchro monster and 2 non-tuner synchro monsters. Must be synchro summoned. Quick effect, you can target 1 monster special summon from the extra deck, banish it. You can use this effect a number of times per turn up to the number of non-tuner synchro monsters used for this card's synchro summon. So you get 2 banishes, that's 2 interruptions, pretty good. Once per turn, if a monsters become banished face up, you can target one of them, special summon it to your field, ignoring its summoning condition. That's really good. Banishing a used Barone just to bring it back so you now have a live Barone? That's nice. We have TG Break Limiter. It's a normal spell card. You can only use 1 of the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn, and only once that turn. So you can only use 1 of the 2 effects. Discard 1 card and add 2 TG monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. Well, I see why. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 TG monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, or if you control a machine TG monster, you can add it to your hand instead. So, either you discard 1 while using this card to add 2, or you can either Madolche it, putting it back to the deck, or if you control X, you can put it to your hand instead. Okay. We have TG All Clear, continuous spell card. You can only use a third effect of this card's name once per turn. TG monsters on the field become machine monsters. Already off to a good start. During your main phase, you can normal summon one TG monster in addition to your normal summoner set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy one TG monster in your hand or field, and if you do, add one TG monster with a different name from your deck or graveyard to your hand. All these cards are really good. Now we have TG Close. You can only use one of the first and second effect of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. When your opponent activates a spell or trap or monster effect, and you control a machine TG monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. This is a counter trap too. If a synchro monsters become banished while this card is on the field, you can set this card, but banish it from... Okay, so if it's in your graveyard, and a synchro is banished, you can set it, and it is banished when it leaves, so you get 2-time use. That's very good. Let's get to the armored cards. So we have a few of them here, and we do have the armored card from the Animation Chronicle 2023, so I hope that we get that set in time of this. So let's see, we have Exceed Armor Torpedo. Rank 3 Water Warrior Exceed effect. 2500 attack, 800 defense. Materials are 2 level 3 monsters, and you can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. Cannot attack unless it has material. You could detach 2 material from this card, draw 1 card. While this card is equipped to a monster, apply the following effect. If the equipped monster battles until the end of the damage step, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Also, the effects of all face-up monsters they control are negated. Okay. If the equipped monster is an Exceed monster, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Interesting. Exceed Armored Fortress, rank 5 water, so we could use rank up magics to rank it up by 2. 2500 attack and 1800 defense, 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn, you can also Exceed summon Exceed Armored Fortress by using a rank 3 or rank 4 monster you control. Well, never mind. This card with material cannot be used as a material for Exceed summon. Once per turn, you can detach up to 2 materials from this card, add the same number of Armored Exceed cards with different names from your deck to your hand. Any battle damage your opponent takes from battle involving a monster equipped with this card is doubled. That's quite nice. And I'm trying to remember what this card here, Armored Exceed. Target 1 face-up monster you control and 1 Exceed monster in your graveyard. Equip that monster from the graveyard to that other monster on the field as an equip spell with these effects. The equip monster gain monster attack becomes this card's. The equip monster's attribute is also treated as this card. And if the equip monster attacks at the end of the damage step, you can send this card to the graveyard. The monster was equipped to can make its second attack in a row. So this card is from Animation Chronicle 2023, and it's going to help out all these cards 100%. We have Dark Knight Lancer, or Fully Armed Dark Lancer, rank 7 water, aqua, Exceed effect, 2800 attack, 1500 defense. So, okay then. Also, I just realized that's 2500 on rank 3. That's interesting. 3 level 7s, or once per turn, you can also Exceed summon Fully Armored Dark Lance by using a rank 5 or 6 monster you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. Gains 300 attack for each material attached to and each card equipped to it. Okay. Once per turn, you can target 1 Exceed card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Once per turn, if a monsters you control become equipped with an equip card, you can attach 1 monster to your opponent. Well, you can attach 1 monster your opponent controls to this card as a material. You're not half bad. Exceed Entrust. It's a normal spell card. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Add 1 Armored Exceed from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Then you can make the level of up to 2 face-up monsters you control become 3 or 5 until the end of this turn. Pretty nice. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you could banish this card, then target one Exceed monster card treated as an equipped spell in your spell and trap zone, special summon it. That's a pretty nice card. Pretty nice card. And we have Full Armored Exceed. It is a normal trap. If an Exceed monster is on the field, immediately after this effect resolves, Exceed summon one Exceed monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Exceed monster you control, equip one other Exceed monster from your face-up field or graveyard to it as an equipped spell with these effects. The equipped monster gains attack equal to this card. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you could destroy this card instead. Okay, this is a nice little gimmick here. And honestly, I really like them, and apparently that there's more cards, but I'm not going to bother with them. But these are the main bulk of cards that I wanted to cover, the TG stuff, the Crimson Dragon support, and the Armored Exceed. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you all in the next video. And goodbye.